Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I do hope you are doing well today. Things are moving right along. I'll be back in my studio very soon. I can't wait to start doing my videos again with Otis. I miss him dearly, and so much will be coming out soon and shortly. With that said, we are talking about Jessica Mulroney. What we have to see about this story is the regrets that Jessica is talking about with her friendship with Meghan. And I believe soon these will be also Harry's regrets. Let's take a look into the friendship with Jessica and look at why she is regretting her friendship with Meghan Markle. So this is a story from the New York Post, and it's headlining that Meghan Markle's ex-BFF, Jessica Mulroney, regrets being friends with Dark Cloud Duchess. Says this report, Dark Cloud Duchess. That says a lot. And I think if you have a past friend that is coming out and saying these things about you, like that you were a dark cloud and that they completely overlooked all these things during your friendship, and then you come out and it's in a report, there were some serious dark days. Like you had to get this off your chest because you do not want to ever have to face something like you faced with this friend. And that means that there were some serious issues with this friendship. So Meghan Markle's friend has said that she regrets over forming an ill-fated close alliance with the Duchess. Now, we all know most recently it came out that Jessica is going to be divorcing her husband, Ben Mulroney, after being married with him for 16 years. And Jessica was Meghan's closest gal pal for years before she even entered into the royal fold. But the besties soon had a cryptic fallout, with insiders claiming to the Daily Mail that the demise of their year-long friendship later caused tensions in Mulroney's marriage. I wonder what the issue was with the marriage. What do you think it could have been? I'm going to tell you what I think. The stylist became estranged from the Suits alum when Mulroney was accused of racism in 2020 after allegedly threatening influencer Sasha Exeter's career. After the rumor mill was spun into overdrive, the fashion guru issued a groveling apology, prompting her then husband to quit his TV presenter job to help her.
Additionally, they're saying that Jessica is being pushed out of the Mulroney family because apparently Ben's sister is going to be running for a government position, and the controversy surrounding Jessica and Sasha Exeter is too bad of a PR image to allow Jessica to remain in the family. Therefore, she is being pushed out so that the family has better chances of a successful run within politics.
This whole thing that blew up with Sasha, Meghan should have been there for her friend. You know your friend better than other people. If you know your friend not to be racist, but what she did sounds like she did something racist, then you figure out, well, what was the issue? Was it really racism? Was it Sasha being overly sensitive about something? What was the issue? Well, what we do know is you can't count on Meghan to be your friend. You can't count on Meghan to be someone there to help you through a crisis, especially if you're asking your husband to quit his job to help you. That just sounds so unreasonable to me. So if Jessica could go back, a part of her wishes that she was never part of Meghan and Harry's 2018 wedding. says this insider. Now, while she enjoyed all the exposure that it brought to her at the time, the same exposure is what caused her social media rift to blow up in the way that it did, and it led to the end of her friendship with Meghan and her marriage. The source added that while Mulroney did consider Meghan family, she now sees the whole time as a dark cloud. And we also know that Jessica's daughter was a flower girl while her son served as page boys during Meghan's wedding. There was a close bond there. But their friendship took a turn for the worse when the Toronto-based influencer accused of exhibiting white privilege during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, despite the mother of three apologizing to Exeter, the fashionista was fired from her contracts with Hudson Bay, ABC, Cityline, and CTV, for which she often did the TV appearances due to her fashion and style expertise. Now, this scandal is said to have caused a rift between the pals who had been close since 2011. So following their fallout, Mulroney has suggested that her friendship with the former actress remained intact and that the duo were still close. But actions spoke louder than words, and fans soon noticed that the ex-BFFs stopped posting about each other in 2021. So this is what I gather from this story about Jessica. She saw a lot of things about Meghan that she didn't like, but yet she still remained friends with Meghan because she felt that this was a friendship that afforded her opportunity. She got contracts, she had a lot of exposure. It was a good thing to be Meghan's friend, but to be really her friend wasn't a good thing, because she talks about this dark cloud. And I would have to imagine that there were problems with Jessica and Meghan perhaps even having issues with her own husband, because maybe her husband didn't like Meghan as well. I think that there were these issues that Jessica had with Meghan, because we all can see the kind of person that Meghan is and the things that she brings to the table, how she's just not very likable, but you kind of put up with her, right? You just put up with her. And it's no different than what Harry is doing right now. Harry is putting up with Meghan because he's trying to save face. But I almost have to say, or have to believe, that Harry is going through a similar situation that Jessica Mulroney has gone through. Harry is putting up with Meghan. He's just going through the motions because it's better to just stay together than to rather have a rift, to lose face, to no longer be with Meghan, and to prove your family right. It's just easier to stay with her. But the issues are still there. You have to look at everything that Harry has lost to know that he's having issues, because he's no dummy. He knows his problems have been caused because of this woman he married, but he's not ready to make that assertion out loud. I mean, he hears it, like that little Satan on his shoulder saying, it was your wife. It's your wife's fault. You've lost everything because of your wife. I mean, he's lost everything, so he can see the problems, but he doesn't want to address it because he needs to make it look as if his life is just fine with Meghan. As a matter of fact, it's going great. It's going great. I've lost everything, but it's going great. This man does not want to wake up. But Jessica, after she had a fallout with Meghan, after she saw that Meghan was not going to be there for her when she was in a time of need, she knew that this is when it was going to happen. It was going to happen where she was going to realize all the things that Meghan had done while they were still friends that she did not like. And that's the dark cloud that she's talking about. Because that dark cloud isn't just one instance, one time incident where she's not coming to your rescue to help you with something that you regret doing. No, there were things that happened over and over and over again with Meghan and Jessica that prompted Jessica to feel like this was a friendship I absolutely regret. Because there were more things that happened when they were friends that Jessica just put up with. She just put up with it. You know, why? Why just try to ruffle feathers now. I mean, you got a lot of great contacts, a great exposure. You're able to make more money now that you're friends with Meghan. It's kind of good. So don't ruffle the feathers. But at the same time, she can come back now after seeing the light that this woman didn't want to hold up to be her friend, that there was a dark cloud in my life. When I think about it, when I set aside all the things that I put up with, and it's no different with Harry. Harry is going to at some point as well talk about his regrets that are going to all lead to this woman, Meghan, because they're in the same boat. They're in the same situation. And Jessica has found it out, and soon it will be Harry's turn. But until that happens, I think it speaks volumes that someone who was so close to Meghan, as close as Jessica was to Meghan, to now come out later and to talk about that friendship being something you regret, lets you know that there was a lot of things that were going on behind the scenes that Jessica just felt like were completely wrong. So much so that she regrets that friendship. And I think perhaps maybe there were some things with her husband that maybe Meghan got a little too close to, that she tried to overlook, but thought she put up with it because it's her friend. No, there were some very deceptive and very devious things that happened that would cause Jessica to have these very deep regrets, to have this dark cloud of a friendship that she had with Meghan. And at some point, it will be Harry's reality. You best be believing that.